This is your WITN Morning News Update on 103.7 WTIB and 94.1 WNBU.
Good morning. Police in one Lenore County town have a robbery on their hands involving a man in a clown mask. Pink Hill Police Chief Joey Thigpen says that a teenager was approached by a black male in a clown mask in the area of 200 West Macon Street. Thigpen says that the man showed a gun and took off with a juvenile's phone. The chief is asking if anyone saw anyone in the area with a clown mask to give them a call at 252-568-4102. Beginning this month, the North Carolina Division of Motor Vehicles will no longer require drivers trying to renew their licenses to retake a test on the identification of road signs. Vision testing will be conducted only as part of a required in-person, in-office license renewal. The DMV will continue to require sign and symbol testing for people trying to get their North Carolina driver's license for the first time. This policy is part of Governor Pat McCrory's Driving Change Initiative to increase efficiency and improve customer service at driver's license offices. The policy change applies to the renewal of regular Class A, B, and C driver's licenses. Difficult news for a community in one police department after two police officers were seriously injured in a boating accident. Carolina Wildlife Resources says the boat struck the train trestle bridge that crosses North Carolina 58 while out on White Oak River near Stella. Emerald Isle officials say Sergeant Mark Odom and Officer Tom Duty were injured in the crash. Odom's son was treated and released from the hospital. However, his dad and Officer Duty remain in the hospital with serious injuries. Wildlife investigators say it was a high tide and that the T-top hit the bottom of the bridge and came down on the passengers. And finally, in 3 days, it will have been 15 years since terrorists killed 2,996 people on September 11, 2001. After future Army soldiers went through physical training as some of them prepare to ship dates next week. Greenville Police Chief Mark Holtzman spoke to the group about what putting on that uniform really means. In Greenville, a local police chief is reminding future soldiers about the honor of serving and protecting our country from future attacks. He says it was truly incredible that men and women rushed to sign up to join law enforcement and the military after 9/11. In quote, there are very few jobs that you take an oath for, Holtzman says. We all took an oath to serve the country. That really does mean something, end quote. While some of the future soldiers only remember glimpses of the terror that struck our country on that day in 2001 because they were so young when it happened, they say defending the American flag is an honor. Holtzman says since September 11th, he has seen the relationship between law enforcement and military grow closer. He says they share the same sense of pride for the country and its people. That's your WITN News Update, and I'm Mark Gedner.
Mostly sunny skies today with a high near 92 degrees. For tonight, partly cloudy with lows around 70 for your Saturday, game day Saturday, and Ayton College Festival Saturday too. Mostly sunny skies with a high near 90 degrees. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy with lows around 71, and a chance of showers coming your way on Sunday, mainly in the afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies with highs right around 89 degrees. It's 70 degrees right now in Greenville, 72 in New Bern. Talk of the town on 103.7 WTIB and 94.1 WNBU, live from downtown Ayton. Coming your way next.
Been thinking about buying a new truck this year? It's the Ram Power Days here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. You got to come see our selection of Ram trucks. We've got over 100 in stock, the absolute best selection in Eastern North Carolina. Buy a new Ram now and get 20% off MSRP. Better hurry. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
Every wireless provider has towers in the city, but US Cellular put towers in places the other guys didn't. So you can video chat at your secret fishing spot or stream way out here. Because US Cellular thinks you deserve a signal that works wherever you are. US Cellular, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Visit Real Wireless, your local US Cellular authorized agent in Ahoskie, Williamston, and Windsor for the best deals in wireless and great service on a network that works in the middle of anywhere.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is now open. That's right, folks. There's a brand new, beautiful dealership on Highway 264 in Washington. The City of Washington now has a new dealership focused on making your experience as comfortable and easy as possible. For the best price, selection, service, and a great customer experience, stop in to see us at the beautiful new Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington. and visit WashingtonChrysler.com.
My prescription refills.
My sunshot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents' care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant My Chart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
I'm Coach Godwin. ECU Pirates and the Pirate Nation are teaming up with Sheriff Neil Elks to stop bullying in Pitt County.
Our children need our help. The Pitt County Sheriff's Office recognizes bullying is a big problem amongst our youth. To report bullying, contact your school resource officer.
Let's all hit a home run and knock bullying out of the park.
It's a great time to be here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Come celebrate this fall with the new Jeep. Jeep is America's hottest brand. Come check out the largest selection in Eastern North Carolina. It's the Jeep Celebration event. Buy now and get 20% off MSRP on a new Jeep Cherokee. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
Who are you?
The greatest radio talk show host ever.
Wake up! This is a wake-up call of the... We're almost ready to go live. Town.
It's time for that radio show everyone loves.
Ready to party.
Start the party.
Party over here. Welcome into the show. Catch Talk of the Town live on 103.7 WTIB and 94.1 WNBU. Cable 7 in Greenville and worldwide at WTIBFM.com. This is your home for local and community information, news, politics, sports, all the info you need to start your day. Brought to you by Massey Toyota in Kinston. Experience the Massey difference at 1-800-U-Massey and MasseyToyota.com. Now here's the host for Talk of the Town, Henry Hinton.
Well past the hour on this Friday Talk of the Town. Good morning. Glad to have you with us here downtown Aden this morning as where Talk of the Town is, getting you set for the Aden College Festival on a beautiful Friday morning. Trent McGee in for Henry this morning, joined by the General Manager of WITM, Mark Gittner, and the Mayor of Aden, Steve Tripp. Mayor Tripp, good morning.
Good morning. Glad to have you in Aden. We're excited. This has been a tradition part for the last 5 years on the Friday of the College Festival.
We've been doing this for a while now. It's always going to be back in downtown Aden. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning right now. We have breakfast here. Thanks to Stacy and Gaskins for getting that out for us, and others as well. So we have a great guest lineup to talk to this morning here, talking about the Aden College Festival. Mark, how you doing?
I'm well. Good morning.
Good seeing you. We'll get news headlines with you from WITN throughout the morning here, and a lot to talk. A busy weekend in Aden, in Greenville, in Pitt County. A busy day today, but we're here for the College Festival. And Mayor Tripp, you and I were talking before we came on, the 42nd year
42nd
of the
year.
College Festival.
Yes.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, and we're very grateful to our volunteers and the town board and the sponsors and our local merchants who have, over the years, contributed and made the festival what it is. Over the past years, as you've seen, we have progressed to a different level. So each year is not the same. It's a little bit different, which makes it very intriguing. But what you'll see in the next couple of days special, we'll probably see close to 18 to maybe 25,000 people here, depends on it. The football game, at being a 12 noon start, North Carolina State at East Carolina is going to damper mid-afternoon events on Saturday. However, we believe Saturday evening, after a great victory by the Pirates, then we'll have people coming in here to celebrate, and then we'll have a band, so we'll have a great celebration. But, you know, we're very grateful to the people in this community who we give. This time we ask people to come in and visit us, and they are our guests, and we treat them as guests. So the Citizen 8 or this week or this next couple of days are servants to the people who come here. And so we're very excited to have those guests come in. Then we have a lot of people who come back, who went to school here, who moved to other communities. They get a chance to come back, so it's like a homecoming event also. Our merchants will be very busy. You know, Bum's Restaurant will be busy, Skylight Inn. Then you go to Era's Pharmacy out on the perimeter of the town. It'll be very busy. You got Bojangles, etc. Then you're looking at our local business like Piggly Wiggly, the Food Line, and right behind us, Tripp's Tire and Nap Store. Those will be very busy this next couple of days, and you know it's a good way to showcase our hospitality. The people at Ayden take it very seriously, and this is a great community to live in. I mean, you'll see it this week.
And Ayden's always been a spotlight community in town, in Pitt County, really in the eastern part of the state. And this is one more reason that the spotlight will be on Ayden this weekend is for the College Festival. It's one of a kind festival here, really throughout the country. You won't find anything like this, the Ayden College Festival. And we have a lot more to get to on that. Speaking of sponsors, Mayor Tripp, I want to mention our sponsors for this morning's show: the Town of Ayden, Winter Chevrolet, Oakley Auto Body, Alarita Gourmet Foods, Ayden Court Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, All Pro Hydraulics, Triple J Guns, and Angela Haddock Nationwide Insurance. Thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here this morning. And you said you were 18 years old, a senior at Ayden-Grifton High School when the first college festival began.
I was 18-year-old, senior at Ayden-Grifton High School, and when it first started out, people kind of, cautious and concerned and said, what does it look like? Because you've never seen it before. And the true leaders at that time got together, Willis Manning, Mitchell Oakley, and others who really said, we can do this, and it'll bring a great event to the town of Ayden. I guess they knew, because they understood the dreams of the town, the growth of the town, that it would be a big event 42 years later, and it has been. So I'm very grateful for those leaders who got together. We did the same thing with the barbecue festival. Our first barbecue festival was last year, May, weekend before Memorial Weekend. And the same conversation we had as a group was, what's it look like, what it feels. So I experienced that with others when we did the barbecue festival, and I value the College Festival 42 years ago, what they did.
And the College Festival, obviously, hence the name College Festival, the contest, I know reading this morning's article in the Daily Reflector, past winners of the contest have eaten 5 pounds or more in a 30-minute time frame. That's a lot of calories in a very short amount of time. Which is, I know Henry's not a big fan of college, but I am. In fact, you made the paper this morning, Mayor Tripp. So is you and Mayor Alan Thomas from Greenville Eating College back in 2013. I enjoy college. I don't know about you guys, but you put the right amount of vinegar, just the right amount of salt. I can go all day.
It's an
college.
acquired taste.
Yeah, it is. It is. But very, very good. But a lot to do, Mayor Tripp, for individuals, for families. A lot of vendors you mentioned are going to be around Ayden today, and a lot of other festivities going on. You have the art show and plenty of other things that take place throughout the college. It's not just eating collards. There's so many other things you can do with your family. You mentioned the music and the venues. I think it's a great point you make. After the game tomorrow, make your way to Ayden and enjoy a great afternoon and evening tomorrow night.
Yes, College Fest is about experience. There's many different things that you can do here. For example, we have amusement rides here that any child would love to be in. In fact, we had a wristband night last night, and I was down there with some children, and all you saw was smiles and fun and laughter, and you see parents smiling, etc. Then we had the art show, which has a great display of art, very talented people from different aspects of art. We had a huge success of that. We had the art show on Tuesday night. We had over 400 attendees to the art show.
Oh, wow.
And so it's open for the community. Then we have the vendors along the street with cotton candy and those type of good things, and Simply Naturals here. Skylight Inn will be here, and of course Buns across the street, so you got that food flavor. And also our churches participate. They'll bring in their food flavor also. There will be plenty of collards around. Collards is a great vegetable to eat, something I enjoy. As you can imagine, my mother, I think, cooks the best collards ever, and I could probably eat 6 pounds in 30 minutes of her collards. Because it is great. I do mine with vinegar. One of the past winners of the College Festival used ketchup. Now, I've never seen that before, but I've seen ketchup.
Really?
There too,
Ketchup and collards?
It was very unique with that. But the parade is also a big thing. At 11 o'clock, we have a big-time parade. We'll probably have over 120 entries. It takes parade, start at 8 elementary school, comes down 3rd Street, or cross over to West Street and go back down 2nd Street. It takes a good hour to hour 15 minutes to complete from start to beginning. What people need to realize, the parade route is so long. At the park area, it might take 11:10 for the parade get there, and downtown it may be 11:20 before the parade gets here. So sometimes people don't understand when we say 11 o'clock start, they expect you'll be in front of you at 11 o'clock, but it takes time to get it down the parade route. We'll have bands, we'll have floats, we'll have Shriners, we'll have clowns, we'll have all those fine activities. And the parade is one of the highlights of the festival. And the calling contest at 2 p.m. is also highlighted. So great activity. If you want to have fun, and everything's free except for the rides, of course you had to pay for that, or food, you had to pay for that. But the entertainment is free, and the experience is awesome. You know, one of the best small towns in America to raise a family. And you come here this weekend, you come the next couple of days, you'll see that. And we are very fortunate to have citizens in our community who take pride in that and who make that. You know, our neighborhoods are neighborhoods. You know, people help each other out. You know, they ride bicycles, children play. And so we're just very blessed in this community to have a town which, you know, people are home and people are family. So we're very blessed for that.
Love coming to Aden because you can really get a good sense of the community support this place has. I mean, people rally around each other. And it really makes Aden what it is. Everybody, it's a close-knit community, and you heard Mayor Tripp mention all the sponsors that they have and all the vendors, and everybody comes together, especially for an event like this, to put this all together. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's been successful now for 42 years running, so it's a big-time event. And you mentioned it, entertainment, food, rides for the kids, plenty of things to do here this weekend in Aden, the art show, the parade, a lot. Speaking of the parade and parking, where can people park when they come in?
There'll be plenty of parking. We got plenty of parking downtown, but what we see in the parade is, since it starts by 8 elementary school, as you come into town, the parade route, you see people parking at Southern Bank, has plenty of parking lot, PNC Bank, and Maxway's parking lot. Then as you come down on 3rd Street, beautiful homes, historical homes. So you see like the people who own this home have families there or have friends there. So a lot of people park in those neighborhoods there. And then the park, Veterans Park, beautiful facility for our veterans that we recognize, and people park there, and so there'll be a lot of people there. And as you come in town, Methodist Church here has their church congregation there, so you go by there and you'll see theirs. They have plenty of space there, and as you come in, cash and carry, that have park space, and they're out throughout the whole town. So there's plenty of parking in town. That's what's so good about parade. It's so spread out that people have a chance to spread themselves out and don't feel congested. Then what we see as the parade ends, McGee, they come into town and migrate into town. So there'll be plenty of parking space here. I tell you, it's a great activity. I mean, it will be fun. I tell you, if you don't come, you'll miss it.
You'll, again, plenty of parking, convenient parking for you to come by, check out the parade, check out all the festivities going on. And we'll get more into the actual times of the events and of the festival this weekend, day by day, coming up a little bit later. You mentioned clowns. Mark, I'm going to get to a news story of yours because Heather King and I on Thursday's Talk with Town talked a little bit about the clown sightings going on. It's getting out of hand, so to speak now, but a robbery last night in Pink Hill involving someone with a clown mask on, robbing a juvenile of his phone, and we talked about it yesterday. This clown thing it's going to go to a new level, and I hate to say that.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think some of this is copycat stuff. So, you know, headlines hit, and then here's, there's a way that I can cover my face and stuff like that, and maybe it gets melded into some original, clown.
And I don't know if last night's situation in Pink Hill had anything to do with the creepy clown sightings we've seen in Greensboro and in the Piedmont Triad area over the past few weeks, but nevertheless, I felt like, you have to wonder, too, Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about it yesterday with the release of the Stephen King movie, It, if this is a hoax or if this is anything to do with that. But let's just hope people don't get crazy and do anything stupid. But I just have a bad feeling about it.
I think your thoughts about that are on point, because the problem is now we're looking at there could be some innocence in some clowns that come up through the Halloween thing, that it could get hurt simply because somebody's scared or a situation is presented in that manner with somebody with just clown makeup or whatever.
But the clowns that will be here at the College Festival will not be creepy clowns this weekend. So that's for sure. There will be fun clowns for the kids and for the family. So make your way to Aden. Not just this weekend, though, Mayor. It's a great community to come to at any point. And I live not too far from Aden and love driving over. It's just a peaceful, quaint community, and like you said, one of the best places in the country to raise a family.
And no doubt. And we got some unique places here that you can experience. Bum's Restaurant here on Southern Style Cooking is very unique, and that you cannot find in many places. And plus the atmosphere and the environment there, the conversation you hear and the locals talking. Then you go to Skylight Inn, and one of the best barbecues as Bum anywhere in the country. And you'd be surprised, I'm not surprised, but there's some people surprised that you go in line, wait in line, and you talk to people, and you hear people who have come from Pennsylvania, have come from Florida, talking about tourists and travel. That is one. Then you go to Edwards Pharmacy in downtown, outside of Aden here. They're the only drugstore I know, because I'm a pharmacist, they're the only drugstore I know that has a soda fountain where they cook hamburgers and hot dogs, orange eggs, milkshake. I mean, how many places in North Carolina towns have those three identities? Then you got Tripp's Tire here, who's been in business for over close to 60, 70 years. Many years in our community have been long stay. the things they do is what, makes it important. So the experience that you can get in Ayton, this small town, is, a lot of things. How about Gwen Goody's over here on 2nd Street? Pastries, local pastries. I mean, where can you go in Pitt County to get that type of food except here in downtown Ayton? And so we have a great opportunity. But what I'm proud of is our schools. Now, you look at our school system, Ayton Elementary, Ayton Middle School, and Ayton Griffin High School, and compare it anywhere, not only in Pitt County, but in the state of North Carolina, and the quality education, it is tremendous. I talked to the principal at Ayton Elementary School, Ms. Cox, 2 days ago at the art show, and her attendance has gone from 680 to 760 in 1 year.
Wow.
And that's due to open enrollment. So what she is seeing is an immigration of students, not only Ayton students, but immigration of students who realize the quality education in that school is tremendous, that they're willing to drive to Ayton to send their child to school. And there's nothing more precious to a parent than their child. So that speaks volumes of what that school's doing. And so you come here and go to school, and you don't go to another school. Your classmates go with you. When you get in Ayton Grifton, you're joined by another great students from Grifton to make a great school. And there at Ayton Grifton, as you'll see from Joy when you talk to her, Miss Ayton, is the fact that it's many opportunities for leadership. Class president or football team or the basketball team. It's smaller than maybe some schools in Pitt County. But the advantage that is to get more one-on-one focus with the teaching staff, plus more opportunities to have leadership skill making. And you'll see that with Joy when you talk to her, you listen to her, and her skill making and her leadership is tremendous. And that's what we're generating the students here at Ayton Griffin High School in this community. So we really focus on those things to make our community better.
Glad you brought the schools up, because Ayton Grifton had, or I should say Ayton had, 3 of their principals that were nominees for the Principal of the Year. That winner was announced last night, and congratulations to J.H. Rose Principal Monica Jacobson. She was named the district's Principal of the Year for 2016, while Ernest Hook Jr. of Northwest Elementary School named Assistant Principal of the Year. But you mentioned the quality of education you can get here. Ms. Cox, Dr. Theus, Dr. Caden, all nominees for Principal of the Year here in Pitt County. So quality education, quality community. And like you said, you can't find a lot of what you can find here in Ayton with the food and the camaraderie and the just the community feel. You can't find that in many other places around eastern North Carolina much anymore. So it's a great place to be. Speaking of Joy Turnage and Miss Ayton, we're going to speak to her when we come back after this break. Miss Ayton 2016. We'll talk to Joy Turnage after this. Talk to Town live on location this morning in Ayton. It's 27 past the hour.
Brand new Camry SEs, $199 a month during Greenville Toyota's Model Year-End Savings Event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Camry SEs only $199 a month. Plus, get our advantage at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
My prescription refills.
My son's shot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents' care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
That's a tough shot. You're right. Can't bear to look. This must be what Luke Kuechly feels like when he takes the field.
Man, this is what Kevin must have felt like when he switched that game winner.
Look for limited edition Pepsi Panthers cans and packaging in stores now. Pepsi, official soft drink of the Carolina Panthers.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752 822-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
My prescription refills.
My sunshot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents' care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
$159 a month for new Corollas. It's Greenville Toyota's model year-end savings event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Drive new Corollas only $159 a month. Plus, get our advantage. At Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
This is your WITN Morning News Update on 103.7 WTIB and 94.1 WNBU.
Good morning. Difficult news for a community and one police department after 2 police officers are seriously injured in a boating accident. Carolina Wildlife Resources says that the boat struck the train trestle bridge that crosses NC 58 while on White Oak River near Stella. Emerald Isle officials say Sergeant Mark Odom and Officer Tom Duty were injured in the crash. Odom's son was treated and released from the hospital. However, his dad and Officer Duty remain in the hospital with serious injuries. Wildlife investigators say it was high tide and that the T-top hit the bottom of the bridge and came down on the passengers. Beginning this month, the North Carolina Division of Motor Vehicles will no longer require drivers trying to renew their licenses to retake a test on the identification of road signs. Vision testing will be conducted only as part of a required in-person, in-office license renewal. The DMV will continue to require sign and symbol testing for people trying to get their North Carolina driver's license for the first time. This policy is part of Governor Pat McCrory's Driving Change initiative to increase efficiency and improve customer service at driver's license offices. The policy change applies to the renewal of regular Class A, B, and C driver's licenses. Police in one Lenora County town have a robbery on their hands involving a man with a clown mask. Pink Hill Police Chief Joey Thigpen says that a teenager was approached by a black male in a clown mask in the area of 300 West Macon Street. Thigpen says the man showed a gun and took off with the juvenile's phone. Chief is asking if anyone saw anyone in the area with a clown mask to give them a call at 252-568-4102. And in 2 days, it'll have been 15 years since terrorists killed 2,996 people on September 11, 2001. After future Army soldiers went through physical training and some of them prepared for their ship dates next week, Greenville Police Chief Mark Holtzman spoke to the group about what putting on the uniform really means. In Greenville, a local police chief is reminding future soldiers about the honor of serving and protecting our country from future attacks. Said it was truly incredible that men and women rushed to sign up to join law enforcement and military after 9/11. And quote, there are very few jobs that you take an oath for, Holtzman says. We all took an oath to serve the country. That really does mean something, end quote. While some of the future soldiers only remember glimpses of the terror that struck our country on that day in 2001 because they were so young when it happened, they say defending the American flag is an honor. Holtzman says since September 11th, he has seen the relationship between law enforcement and military grow closer. He says they share the same sense of pride for the country and its people. That's your WITN News Update. Back to you, Trent.
All right, Mark, thanks so much for that. Your weather forecast for today, mostly sunny skies with a high near 92 degrees. Partly cloudy with lows around 74 tonight. Should make for a great night to catch some high school football in the area. I know that Farmville Central will travel to Aden-Grifton tonight. Of course, you have the College Festival tonight, so it should be a great night for that. For your Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high near 98 degrees, lows around 71. And for Sunday, a chance of showers, but mainly in the afternoon with a high of 89 degrees. Again, we are live on location this morning downtown Aden for the Aden College Festival. Again, I want to thank our sponsors this morning for allowing Talk the Town to be here. The town of Aden, Winter Chevrolet, Oakley Auto Body, Alarita Gourmet Foods, Aden Court Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, All Pro Hydraulics, Triple J Guns, and Angela Haddock Nationwide Insurance. I want to thank our crew this morning, too, Michael Buscemi, Mark Rizzo, Thomas, the intern. Thomas, what is your last name? Did you tell us again? Wibrecht. It's German. Okay, like Engelbrecht, maybe. Okay, close to it. Okay, yeah. So Thomas is here, and thanks to Neil Carr this morning, too, is back in the studio. We're pleased now to be joined by someone who actually, I didn't know that she was named Miss Aden until this morning, and I actually know her from she and I working together, some stuff I did for the Chamber of Commerce, and she was in our Teen Leadership Institute, and a delightful young woman. Joy Turnage, a senior at Ayden-Grifton High School, was named Miss Ayden 2016 last night. Joy, good morning. Congratulations to you.
Good morning.
You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You look great, and you were named Miss Ayden last night. Were you surprised?
I was, actually. I was very surprised. I had the other girls were very, very amazing, and it was a very surprising moment.
Well, I'm sure there were a lot of qualified candidates for that, but I know that you certainly fit the bill, and congratulations again to you.
Thank you.
What did it mean to you when you found out you won Miss Ayden?
It was a mix of emotions, tears, joy, excitement. It was a great opportunity to represent my town before I go off to school. So excited.
Speaking of schools, we were talking before we came on a little while ago, and you have kind of narrowed your choices down to where you might want to go after Ayden-Grifton. I hate to look too far ahead because you're still a senior, you still have a few months to go, but you narrowed some choices down. Talk to us about what your plans might be after graduating from Ayden.
I have my 3 choices right now are either Winston-Salem State, UNC Chapel Hill, or East Carolina University. I plan to major in sports medicine, where I hope to become a physical therapist.
Mom, she has her plans lined up and ready to go. She is very qualified, and I remember Joy again from participating in the Chambers Teen Leadership Institute, and I knew early on that you have what it takes to certainly be successful, and you have thus far. Again, Miss Ayden 2016, Joy Turnage here. We know you have to get off to school. Joy, you may not be in a rush to get to school, but we certainly want to get you there in time. Now, talk to us about what your weekend's going to be like after being named Miss Ayden. You'll participate in the parade, I guess, tomorrow here. Is that right?
Yes, sir. The parade tomorrow morning.
And so you'll be riding up front and center?
Yes, sir.
Have you practiced the wave?
Just a little bit. Last night I got practice.
Yeah. So this honor, this Miss Ayden, being named Miss Ayden, I guess you'll carry that for the next year.
Yes, sir.
And you followed many great Miss Aydens before you. But I'm sure it's quite an honor for you to be named Miss Ayden, and it's going to be great. Get out tomorrow and see Joy. As she'll be front and center in the parade tomorrow at the College Festival. And you mentioned the schools, all great school choices, by the way.
Thank
and
you.
I think you'd be a great addition to any of those schools, Winston-Salem State, Carolina, or ECU. And sports medicine, well, that's a pretty good field to go into.
It is. It is. She mentioned physical therapy. My mom was an occupational therapist, and there's a huge demand for those professions and stuff. So it's always good to be thinking about the future. What kind of jobs are available when you get out of college.
And you mentioned the opportunity to represent your town, represent your school. And Joey, I can tell you firsthand, we all know, all of us here, and I'm sure your mom can relate too, time certainly flies. And I know the last 4 years have flown by for you. It's probably hard to believe you're a senior in high school. So take the time to enjoy this right now, because the next 4 years are going to be the best of your life. They're going to go by pretty quickly. But when you look back at your time at Ayden-Grifton High School, what are you going to remember the most? What are you going to miss the most about high school and miss? Because if you go off to school somewhere, if you go to Chapel Hill, if you go to Winston-Salem, you'll be away from Ayden, I guess, for the first time in your life. What are you going to miss miss the most about this community, about this area?
Ayden is very family oriented. I will definitely miss Ayden-Grifton Friday Night Lights with me being a cheerleader. It'll be something different going off to college and not sitting in the stands or not down cheering. I'll definitely miss the different community activities that get more people involved in Ayden. All of those I'll miss.
So you cheer as well, so you'll be cheering tonight.
I do.
As the Chargers host Farmville Central tonight. So you have a busy night, busy day, busy weekend this weekend. You ready for it all?
Yes.
Have you got some sleep this week?
About 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, well, good. We know your mom, Gwen, is here with us too, so I'm not sure exactly what time you have to leave, but if you're still here at the start of the 8 o'clock hour, we'll be on TV. We're going to get you back on so we can show that pretty face, because Miss Ayden 2016, Joy Turnage, is here with us, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
On winning, and stick around and we'll get you on at the start of the 8 o'clock hour and then get you off to school. Sound good?
Thank you.
All right, sounds great. That's Joy Turnage, named Miss Ayden 2016 last night. Congratulations to her. And she'll do a great job representing Ayden and Ayden-Grifton High School. We'll go ahead and get a few sports headlines here in, and we'll take a timeout. Mark, there was football last night. Of course, the Panthers and Broncos took center stage, prime time on WITN. Got to watch that game last night. And it didn't end. It kind of ended like things ended for the Panthers in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 50. It was a little bit closer. Graham Gano, though, missed a go-ahead 50-yard field goal with 9 seconds left to give the Broncos a 21-20 win over the Panthers Thursday night. It was the NFL season opener. The Broncos rallied from a 10-point deficit to get the win. Cam Newton, 18 for 33, 194 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception in the loss. On the court last night, Serena Williams was upset in the U.S. Open semifinals for the second year in a row, beaten by 10th-seeded Carolina Pascova 6276. And we were just talking to Joy about high school football tonight. Farmville Central at Aiden Grifton. Havelock at J.H. Rose, the WITN game of the week there. North Pitt at South Central. West Carteret will take on D.H. Conley. That game, Havelock and Rose, will come your way on 94.3. The game, our sister station, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff with Patrick Johnson calling the play-by-play for Havelock and Rose. So we're in week 3 now of the high school football season, and Havelock's a very good football team. Mark, but so either going to be the Rampants or the Rams visiting the WITN studios tonight. Billy Weaver does a fantastic job with the end zone, WITN end zone, 11:15 on WITN.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique way to celebrate some of these high school teams, to have kind of their sports moment, to be on TV in our end zone environment that we have out on our front porch, and then we give them pizzas and some drinks and stuff, and really just to celebrate the victories.
And it's great because I can't imagine too many TV stations and really communities and areas, towns, cities that do that for high school football teams, because one, it's very late in the evening, but it really gives the kids a chance to celebrate the win, give them a chance to be on TV. It's just a fun, great idea. And Billy Weaver and I were talking about this last week. He started this idea, and the coaches have gotten on board with it. So it's just a great thing for the schools too.
Yeah, it's really grown because now we've got a lot of teams that want to participate in this. At first, we were worried because of the geographical area that we reach, and so we've got a lot of high schools, and Havelock's a distance away. Yeah. So would they take the time to swing by the studio and stuff? And all of them have really embraced it. And like I said, it gives the kids an extra moment because everybody's going to report on the games. But to actually get featured and get their faces and cheers and coaches and themselves interviewed or whatever is kind of cool.
Really, really cool for the kids. I know it's a great experience for them. So, again, it's either going to be Havelock or Rose tonight at the WITN studios. But a lot of high school football games going on tonight. So a lot to do tonight. If you're in Aden, you can check out the football game, then make your way over to the College Festival. And then there are other things going on in the community in Greenville and Pitt County here tonight and also tomorrow. We haven't really talked much about the big football game tomorrow. There's a pretty big game. It's going to take place at 12 noon inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium tomorrow. NC State ECU there for the second game of the season for both schools. Both teams got easy wins to open the season, but tomorrow will be a much different contest. And I think tomorrow we'll say a lot about how I think these teams do moving forward when you look at the schedule. So
yeah, I think that, and also it's going to talk a lot about how in shape they are, because this game, by late in the game, whatever, the heat index is going to be in the high 90s.
Yeah.
You're going to have a high humidity index, and so it's gonna say a lot about your endurance.
No doubt about that. It's gonna be a hot one tomorrow, but the humidity won't be as bad as it has been, but it'll still be hot. And again, for a high noon kickoff in Dowdy-Ficklin tomorrow, game sold out. Should be a great crowd. So there's gonna be just a lot of people here in the community tomorrow. And if you're driving in this morning, you don't know much about the Aden College Festival, make your way over here tomorrow, or certainly tonight as well, and stop by and see all the great things going on with the College Festival and everything that the community of Aden has to offer. If you're an NC State fan traveling in, don't know much about it, you probably read about it, heard about it, stop by and see. You can bring your family out here. So much to do, and we'll get to a lot more of that here coming up the rest of this hour. In an hour number 2, we're going to take a break here on this Friday Talk of the Town. It's coming up on 15 before the top of the hour.
It's a great time to be here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Come celebrate this fall with the new Jeep. Jeep is America's hottest brand. Come check out the largest selection in Eastern North Carolina. It's the Jeep Celebration event. Buy now and get 20% off MSRP on a new Jeep Cherokee. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
That's a tough shot. You're right. Can't bear to look. This must be what Luke Kuechly feels like when he takes the field.
Man, this is what Kevin must have felt like when he swished that game winner.
Look for limited edition Pepsi Panthers cans and packaging in stores now. Pepsi, official soft drink of the Carolina Panthers.
Every wireless provider has towers in the city, but US Cellular put towers in places the other guys didn't. So you can video chat at your secret fishing spot or stream way out here. Because US Cellular thinks you deserve a signal that works wherever you are. U.S. Cellular, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Visit Real Wireless, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Ahoskie, Williamston, and Windsor for the best deals in wireless and great service on a network that works in the middle of anywhere.
Been thinking about buying a new truck this year? It's the Ram Power Days here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. You got to come see our selection of Ram trucks. We've got over 100 in stock, the absolute best selection in Eastern North Carolina. Buy a new Ram now and get 20% off MSRP. Better hurry. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
My prescription refills.
My sunshot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Taking your brain into custody. Henry Hinton and Talk of the Town on 103.7 WTIP.
Okay, it's 15 before the top of the hour. Trenton McGee in for Henry this morning on this Friday Talk of the Town. We're live in downtown Ayden for the Ayden College Festival. And we're glad to be here this morning. A lot of great guests. We just spoke to Joy Turnage, Miss Ayden 2016. We've had Mayor Tripp on this morning doing a kind of a co-hosting deal. By the way, Mayor Tripp, you're in that 10-minute parking spot. Just want to let you know. I don't know. You've been there for probably close to a half hour now, so I don't want you to get towed. Just want to let you know. Yeah, they probably won't tow you, though. But there's so much that goes on with the Ayden College Festival, not just the entertainment and the food. One great feature, one great addition and part of the College Festival is the Ayden Art Show. And this is the 8th annual Ayden Art Show. That's featured here at the Ayden College Festival. And we're pleased to be joined now by Larry Dendy and Kathy Gibson. And guys, good to see you. Thanks for being here this morning.
Good to see you, Trent.
The 8th annual Ayden Art Show. And for those that may not know much about the art show, it began last week. Yes. Kathy, it began last Friday. And it's people are invited, artists from all across Eastern. In fact, let's talk about that. The artists that come in and display their work and the art that people see. Where are these artists? Are they just local, regional? Where are they all from?
They're regional. We put out brochures and posters all over Eastern North Carolina, but we have people come from Raleigh and Kinston, New Bern, all over. Once they have entered, they get excited about coming back. So we have a lot of repeat artists.
And Kathy, you specialize more in, or no, I should say maybe more about, or specialize in youth and children's art. And some of the categories for the art show include painting, sculpture, jewelry, graphic art, and photography. So a lot of different categories that people can enter here. And how many pieces of art do you say you think we'd see?
We have 280 pieces of student art. 63 of them pieces were brought in by the students that walk in. We call them walk-ins. They bring their own work. They're homeschool students from all over. The other art I get from the area, the Ayden and Grifton art teachers. They save their work from last year and they enter. And so they've been great about doing that and saving it. So we end up with over 200 every year pieces of art from them.
Again, the 8th annual Ayden Art Show. Kathy Gibson, Larry Dendy here joining me. And Larry, you made a great point before we came on. It's free, and the public is invited to view the artwork and vote on their favorite creation during the College Festival. And this is free for the public to come out and view this, correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. We're not here to make money. We are here to give the area residents, particularly the children, an opportunity to come out and see some really great art.
And when we look at the schedule, Larry, this began last Friday, September the 2nd. Today we're looking at the 9th. So 8 to 6 today will be the viewing times. And again, the public can come out and vote on their favorite piece of art. And when are the prizes awarded? And how does that all play out?
Yes, the art is judged. We have some professional folks that know what they're talking about to come in and do the judging. And each year we have an award ceremony as soon as we can after the show starts. This week it occurred on Tuesday evening, and we had 258 pieces of adult art. And earlier you were talking about where did the art pieces come from. I'm guessing that probably 60% of the adult art came from artists in the Pitt County, within Pitt County, and probably 40% came from outside of Pitt County.
Now, for people that may be coming to the College Festival for the first time, listening to us right now, that want to know where can they go, where do they actually go when they come here to actually view the art?
Yes, that's a very good question. It is located in the community building on 2nd Street. The actual location is 548 2nd Street. But if you're familiar with where the railroad track crosses through the center of town, we're real close to where the railroad crosses 2nd Street in Ayden.
Larry Dendy, Kathy Gibson joining us here on Talk of the Town. It's 10 minutes before the top of the hour. And I'm sure there's you have no problem, Kathy, each and every year with actually getting submissions and getting art, because I'm sure that people want to take part in this each and every year. It's a pretty spectacular event.
Mm-hmm. And we have a sponsor, Ann Grimes, that owns Ann's Pastries.
Who they do so much for so many people. I'm glad you mentioned that.
They do, because she sponsors our children's trips. We bring in the Ayden and Grifton students. We are open a week before the College Festival starts, because we have field trips for the area children. And this week we've had over 743 students come through, and they spend an hour with us, and they critique the art, they pick their favorite piece of art, and we wanted to expose them to fine art without having to go to Raleigh, Museum of Art, or to Greenville, and they really enjoy it. We start with first graders start coming.
So again, 8 to 6 today, plenty of time to come out and view the art. And the times for tomorrow, Larry, 8 to 12, I think I saw, or 12 to 6, excuse me?
Yes, the parade is in the morning, so we don't see a need to run the show during the parade. So immediately after the parade, beginning at 12 noon, the show starts tomorrow, running through 6 p.m.
Okay, great. And again, no cost to view the Ayden Art Show here at the College Festival this weekend. Stop by, and the public is encouraged to vote for your favorite creation during the College Festival, again, at the Ayden Community Building. And come out and look at, and again, a number of different categories that people have submitted pieces in. And let's look at some of those quickly, Larry. You mentioned the different kinds of photography, the watercolor. And I don't know a lot about art. So talk to us a little bit about some of the things that people will actually see.
Sure. We have 11 different categories for art. Of course, the traditional media that you think of are the acrylics, the oil, and the watercolors. But we also have creative design, drawing. We have sculpture, pottery, and furniture, multimedia. And then we have a lot of people who are getting into photography nowadays, and we have a lot of entries. In fact, we have 4 different categories of photography itself.
I enjoy photography. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy doing that. And you're right, a lot of people are actually doing that now and getting into that. So that would be neat to see some of those different categories.
Yes.
People, wildlife, pets. So again, and for more information on this, where can someone go, Larry, on the website to find out this information?
Sure. There's lots of information on the Ayden College Festival website. And when you go to that website, it has a pull-down tab with the events. And the art show event, I think, is the 3rd one on that list of activities of the Ayden College Festival.
Very good. Kathy Gibson, Larry Dendy, thank you guys for what you do. And I know you've had a great week thus far. Have a great weekend as well. Thanks for joining us here on Talk of the Town. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Come see us.
Well, absolutely. We'll keep it right here for a break. If you guys would like to head off, you can, or you can sit right here and join me when we close out the show. We got one break left, guys. Is that one break left? We'll take it to the top here. Again, we were live on location this morning downtown Ayden for the Ayden College Festival. Steve Tripp, the mayor of Ayden, has been joining me here this morning. Mark Gentner with WITN is here too with news headlines. We're going to speak with Joy Turnage again, get her on TV to start the 8 o'clock hour. Also coming up, we're going to speak with Pat Tripp, who's the president of the College Festival Committee. Stacy Gaskins is also here. Ayden Town Manager Steve Harrell's with us. We're going to have maybe some commissioners stop by, so a lot more to get to here on this Friday Talk of the Town. I want to remind you, too, of the high school football in the area tonight. If you're in Ayden, you can check out Farmville Central in Ayden and make your way over to the Ayden College Festival here tonight, because it's going to be a great night. Weather should cooperate just fine. No rain in sight for tonight. And there's a pretty big football game going on tomorrow, Larry. So there's going to be a lot of people, I think, moving in and about the Ayden and the Greenville Pitt County community tomorrow with everything going on. So, Mayor Tripp said thousands and thousands of people come out to view this. So I'm sure the art show will have a lot of people stopping by to check out the art tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, we're certainly expecting a lot of guests. Last year we had approximately 2,000 people come to the art show.
Well, so that's a lot of people and a lot of votes there. So that's good. Again, a great opportunity for you to see local art on display here tomorrow during the Ayden College Festival. And it's going to be running all the way through Sunday. The parade starts tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow morning. We heard Mayor Tripp talk about plenty of places to park. It's going to be convenient for you. And then we'll talk more about that parade route and what we can expect to see in the parade here coming up in hour number 2. Trent McGee in for Henry this morning on this Friday Talk of the Town. Warming up. Thanks again to Stacey Gaskins and everybody. We have breakfast here this morning. We got coffee. We got juice. Stop by and see us if you're in and about downtown Ayden. We'd love to have you come by and talk to us as we get you set for the Ayden College Festival. And Mayor Tripp, if you want to come out back and join me here for this last few minutes, thank you again to Larry, Denny, and Kathy. Thank you guys both for joining us. We appreciate that. And again, the Ayden Art Show, the 8th annual Ayden Art Show at the Ayden Community Building. You can stop by and see some works here. Again, it's Mayor Tripp, another great feature of the College Festival is that art show. It's a lot of very impressive looking art from all around the region.
Yes, and it's well attended. We got a great diversity of art from the children to adults and from water to drawings to print. Is fabulous display of art in there. And like I said, we'll have 2,000 people. We'll probably have close to 3,000 this year to attend just the art show. And we'll probably have close to 15 to 25,000 people here during the next 2 days. So it's a great opportunity to see art, great opportunity to see, come to the music rise, to see a parade, to see college eating contests, to have a great experience of family atmosphere. Joy talked about it. She's lived here all her life and grew through her many years of getting to the high school level. But what she talked about was family and how it's about giving back to others to make our community strong. And she's a great role model in doing that way. She's given so much of time at the Boys and Girls Club, to other organizations, at being a cheerleader at Ayden Griffin High School. That's what Ayden's about. I mean, she is one example of many that what we try to do in this community, how she exemplifies what we do. So, yes, it's going to be a great time.
And speaking of Joy, we're going to speak with her when we come back to open up hour number 2. Stay with us here. That's on the way on this Friday Talk of the Town. We'll take a time out and come back, get hour number 2 underway.
Brand new Camry SEs, $199 a month during Greenville Toyota's model year-end savings event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Camry SEs only $199 a month. Plus, get our advantage at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
My prescription refills.
My son shot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents' care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
There's a new car dealership in Washington, and you've got to see the all-new Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram located on Highway 264. I'm Matthew Sessons, General Manager at the new Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're proud to provide Eastern North Carolina with a state-of-the-art facility, a huge selection of new cars and trucks, and a reliable service department. For the best selection and service, stop in to see us for Ram Power Days at the all-new Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 and visit WashingtonChrysler.com.
Welcome to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Let us show you how quick and easy it is to buy at East Carolina. You've got to see our large selection of Ram trucks. We have over 100 new Rams in stock. That's the largest in Eastern North Carolina.
Lease a new Ram 1500 Crew for just $299 a month and only $299 due at signing with the summer clearance event.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Come see us. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
That's a tough shot.
You're right. Can't bear to look.
This must be what Luke Kuechly feels like when he takes the field.
Man, this is what Kevin must have felt like when he swished that game winner.
Look for limited edition Pepsi Panthers cans and packaging in stores now. Pepsi, official soft drink of the Carolina Panthers.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and workweek daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit TopDogOnline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
$159 a month for new Corollas. It's Greenville Toyota's model year-end savings event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Drive new Corollas only $159 a month. Plus, get our advantage. At Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
when you go wild. Wake up with Henry Hinton.
No! God, please, no! No!
This is Talk of the Town on 103.7 WTIB and 94.1 WNBU.
Back for hour number 2 on this Friday Talk of the Town. Trent McGee, glad to have you with us here. I'm Trent McGee in for Henry this morning. Glad to have you with us here as we're getting you set for the Ayden College Festival here in downtown Ayden. Great place to be, great spot to be, right up on center stage. If you're in and about the area, stop by and see us this morning. We got some breakfast for you, some hot coffee, some biscuits, some danishes, a lot of things you can eat here. But there'll be a lot of things to eat, a lot of things to do, entertainment-wise, here this weekend for the Ayden College Festival, the 42nd year of the College Festival here in downtown Ayden. So we hope that you will stop by tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday. A lot to get to, and we'll highlight everything going on with the College Festival coming up here for the remainder of this hour. We're going to open up the show, though, here, hour number 2 with Miss Ayden 2016, Joy Turners. Joy, good seeing you. Congratulations again.
Too. Thank you.
Now, we know you have to get off to a class at Pitt this morning, but I was ordered to get you on TV so everybody can see your beautiful face this morning. You were named Miss Ayden 2016 last night. We talked in hour number 1 about that, and I had to make you feel pretty good.
Yes, sir. It really does. It's a great, exciting moment, a great opportunity for me to represent my town before I go off to college.
Being named Miss Ayden 2016 is one of a number of different feathers in your cap. You're also the Youth of the Year for the Boys and Girls Club of Pitt County. I know that's something special and close to your heart as well.
Yes. The Boys and Girls Club has played a huge role in my life, and me being able to represent the Boys and Girls Club and my town, I'm very blessed for this opportunity.
And you were one of 3 candidates last night in line to win Miss Ayden, and I'm sure the other 2 were also very qualified as well. But
very smart, intelligent girls.
Yeah, but you were named that, so it's kudos to you for being named Miss Ayden. And we know tomorrow you're going to be in the parade, and we talked in hour number 1 about you practicing the wave and getting all that right. You have your beautiful crown on this morning. You have a great looking dress on. You have the I'm not sure exactly what you call sash. There you go, sash. I knew that. So I guess will you change before you go to school? You gonna wear this all day, or?
I might change.
Yeah.
I might.
So the crown looks great on top of you. So again, and you cheer as well.
I
do
do
so many different things. So you have school today. You have a football game tonight. Parade tomorrow. You're a senior at Ayden Grifton. You're getting ready to apply to schools. And we mentioned some of those. Went to Salem State, ECU, Carolina. 3 of your top choices. You want to major in sports medicine.
Yes.
What got you into that?
I'm a very athletic person.
Yeah.
I'm very involved in sports in my school, and I love the anatomy of the body, and I just want to be able to help others.
Very good. That's you are an impressive young woman. Your mom's here with us this morning, Gwen, and she's behind the camera here. So again, you were named Miss Ayden last night, and when you go off to school, your friends know about this now? Has this been on Facebook and things like that?
I think most of my friends probably know. If not, they'll probably find out today. But I think the word spreads very quickly.
Yeah, now with social media and things, and hopefully we like to think Talk of the Town can help out with some of that as well. I'm sure you've got many congratulatory notes and messages from friends and whatnot. So
yes,
yeah, it has to make you feel pretty good. And tomorrow you'll be in the parade, and the College Festival is always a great time here in Ayden. A lot of people will be out to see. Are you nervous about that tomorrow?
A little nervous. Glad I get to interact with the Ayden community even more.
And you mentioned what it means to you. Let's rehash that again. You mentioned what it means to you to be named Miss Ayden because you can represent not only Ayden, but your school and your family as well. So it means a lot to you. This is not something you're taking lightly. You understand the significance of being named Miss Ayden.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, very good for you. And you had to do an interview. You said an essay, an application. So you didn't just walk in and say, "Hey, I'm going to be named Miss Ayden."
No.
It took some work to get to where you are. So and you're a very successful young woman. You're intelligent. I think you're going to be very successful also moving forward in college. So best of luck wherever you go, with whatever school you choose. We'd love to see you stay right here in our own backyard. Maybe Mom would too. See wherever you'd like to go. You're going to succeed and do great. So congratulations again on being named Miss Ayden. Enjoy your day at school today. Best of luck tonight, cheering. Pull the charges through. We want all of our Pitt County teams to win. I know you certainly want Ayden Grifton to beat Farmville Central tonight. That game comes your way at 7:30. You can see Joy cheering tonight, and you can also see her tomorrow during the parade here at the Ayden College Festival. So thanks for joining us, Joy.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Okay. And again, it's 10 past the hour here on this Friday Talk the Town. We're going to transition now and start talking to Pat Tripp. And Pat, you have been a part of this Ayden College Festival committee now for a long, long time. In fact, you said 10 years. You've been chairing this committee, the president of the College Festival Committee. A lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of work goes into what you guys guys do. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Great to see
And
you.
glad to be here as always. We've been doing this now for quite some time. We've been doing our Friday shows here when the College Festival begins on Talk of the Town. I know for the past 5-6 years, if not longer than that. So, and you're always kind to come on and join us. And this is a busy weekend for you. I know it's been a busy week for you leading up to all this.
Absolutely. Just got a great team. They're got to give them a lot of credit. They help pull this thing together. You know, it takes a lot of work, but got a lot of good players on the committee. And we have a good time at doing it and enjoy what we do. So that makes a difference.
Sure, absolutely. And anyone that has had to, chair a committee or be the president of a committee or a board, they know how much work goes into that. What keeps you coming back every year?
Ooh. Well, it's my hometown. I grew up here, and I love Ayden, and I lived here all my life, and just enjoy the community and the people here.
Now let's talk a little bit about the. You mentioned all the work and the planning that goes into this. Let's just jump ahead to Sunday. When this ends, when does the planning begin each year to get ready for the next year's College Festival? I guess does it begin immediately following?
Yeah. Well, we'll take October off. We'll take a break, So after that, then we'll start back up in November.
And talk to us about some of what people can, if they've never been to the College Festival before, what they can expect to see, what they can take part in when they come and experience this in Ayden this weekend.
Well, definitely tonight we have bands starting at 8 o'clock, the Pamlico Sound. They'll be here. Then Saturday morning, of course, we kick off at 10 o'clock with open ceremonies, and then the parade, which is one of the largest parades in North Carolina, which we're proud of. But it'll last about an hour and a half. But that's one of the bigger things. And then the collard eating contest, of course, at 1 o'clock. That's what everybody comes to see the collard eating. So we got a lot of events going on during the day, afternoon. Men of Faith play at 7 o'clock, and then Mikhail Buck comes on at 8 o'clock Saturday night and plays to 11.
Are you a college guy?
Well, I like collards, but
you have to say yes, Pat.
I love collards.
There you go. Yeah.
It's just certain collards, when you get used to eating.
Sure, yeah.
My mother's collards, it's hard to eat somebody else's.
That's the same thing. Mayor Tripp, he said he thinks his mother makes the best collards, and I'm sure every son whose mom makes collards would say the same thing. But we know Bum's Restaurant supplies the collards here for the College Festival.
Yes.
And they're very, very good. So now, where would that contest actually take place?
Right here on the stage.
Right here on stage.
Yep.
And there's 16 contestants, is that right?
Yeah, we got 16 places, and Bun's been furnishing collards for this contest for 42 years, I think it is. So,
how do you go about entering the contest?
You can be here Saturday morning, either at the stage or at the T-shirt tent, and you can sign up.
Okay. Now, have there been repeat winners from year after year, or is it someone?
No, there's always been somebody different. I think we had one year the guy held it twice, but that was the only time I can think of.
Okay. Well, again, right here on stage is where we are, downtown Ayden. Tomorrow, if you want to enter that College Festival contest, and that should be a lot of fun to watch. And I've never been one to join in competitive eating, but I like to eat. So, and I'm sure that, again, if you're not in the contest, you can certainly get you some good collards here in Ayden. Not just this weekend, but anytime.
Oh, yeah. We'll have the churches back behind the stage. I'll be here tomorrow, and they'll cook collards all day long. If you want fresh, good collards, they'll have them. So,
and Pat, we talked about too the great team that you have. I'm gonna give you a chance to plug your committee and thank them for the support they give you too, because I know it's not a one-man show. It takes a full team and a lot of hard work and effort to put this thing together each and every year.
It does. Everybody just works hard at it all year long. Of course, I had some setbacks last year with losing my legs and stuff, so they just picked up the pieces and kept going. It's just amazing how people come together.
And even with some of your health setbacks, and I hope it's okay to talk about that, you look great, and I think it's even more impressive, and it's inspirational, I think, to me, I'm sure to Stacey and some others as well, that you're still taking part in this and chairing this committee, because when you have something like that happen to you, you can kind of stop, and you just, think your world can stop for a minute. You may not want to do things, but you chose to continue to chair this committee, so kudos to you for doing that.
It's been awesome. Like I said, with the support of the town and the people here in this town, it's been unreal. They always tell me, I mean a lot to them, but they don't know how much they mean to me.
Sure. Well, I think your attitude epitomizes what Ayden's all about. It's community, it's friends, it's family, it's love, it's support, and it's everything you can find right here in downtown Ayden this morning. Congratulations on what I know will be another successful Ayden College Festival. Thanks for joining us this morning, and if you're around, we'll get you back home before we close things out, okay? Continue. Pat Tripp, who's the president of the Ayden College Festival Committee, joining us here. We'll take a time out, come back, and get some WIP News headlines from Mark Gitner after this.
Been thinking about buying a new truck this year? It's the Ram Power Days here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. You got to come see our selection of Ram trucks. We've got over 100 in stock. the absolute best selection in Eastern North Carolina. Buy a new Ram now and get 20% off MSRP. Better hurry. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
Every wireless provider has towers in the city, but US Cellular put towers in places the other guys didn't. So you can video chat at your secret fishing spot, or stream way out here. Because US Cellular thinks you deserve a signal that works wherever you are. US Cellular, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Visit Real Wireless, your local US Cellular authorized agent in Ahoskie, Williamston, and Windsor for the best deals in wireless and great service on a network that works in the middle of anywhere.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is now open. That's right, folks. There's a brand new, beautiful dealership on Highway 264 in Washington. The City of Washington now has a new dealership focused on making your experience as comfortable and easy as possible. For the best price, selection, service, and a great customer experience, stop in to see us at the beautiful new Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and visit WashingtonChrysler.com.
My prescription refills.
My son's shot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents' care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
I'm Coach Godwin. ECU Pirates and the Pirate Nation are teaming up with Sheriff Neil Elks to stop bullying in Pitt County.
Our children need our help. The Pitt County Sheriff's Office recognizes bullying is a big problem amongst our youth. To report bullying, contact your school resource officer.
Let's all hit a home run and knock bullying out of the park.
It's a great time to be here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Come celebrate this fall with the new Jeep. Jeep is America's hottest brand. Come check out the largest selection in Eastern North Carolina. It's the Jeep Celebration event. Buy now and get 20% off MSRP on a new Jeep Cherokee. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
To see the huge inventory online, visit ecauto.com.
$18 past the hour on this Friday Talk of the Town. Again, we're live on location in downtown Ayden this morning for a beautiful morning. If you're watching the replay, here you can see the sunshine up behind us. We're getting it set for the College Festival this weekend. If you're watching the replay, that means you're not in Ayden. So I hope you can watch the replay later on tonight. But get out to Ayden this evening and over the next couple of days and enjoy everything that's going on with the Ayden College Festival. Right now, we'll take time out to get some WIT News headlines from the General Manager of WITN, Mark Gettner. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Trent. Good morning, everyone. In 2 days, it will have taken 15 years since terrorists killed 2,996 people on September 11, 2001. After future Army soldiers went through physical training as some of them prepare for their ship dates next week, Greenville Police Chief Mark Holtzman spoke to the group about what putting on that uniform really means. The police chief is reminding future soldiers about the honor of serving and protecting our country from future attacks. He says it was truly incredible that men and women rushed to sign up to join law enforcement and the military after 9/11. There are very few jobs that you take an oath for, Holtzman says. We took an oath to serve this country. That really does mean something, end quote. While some of the future soldiers only remember glimpses of the terror that struck our country on that day in 2001 because they were so young when it happened, they say defending the American flag is an honor. Holtzman says since September 11th, he has seen the relationship between law enforcement and military grow closer. He says they share the same sense of pride for the country and its people. Difficult news for a community and one police department after 2 police officers are seriously injured in a boating accident. Carolina Wildlife Resource says the boat struck the train trestle bridge that crosses NC 58 while out on White Oak River near Stella. Emerald Isle officials say Sergeant Mark Odom and Officer Tom Duty were injured in the crash. Odom's son was treated and released from the hospital. However, his dad and Officer Duty remain in the hospital with serious injuries. Wildlife investigators say it was high tide and that the T-top hit the bottom of the bridge and came down on its passengers. Beginning this month, the NC Division of Motor Vehicles will no longer require drivers trying to renew their licenses to retake a test on the identification of road signs. Vision testing will be conducted only as part of a required in-person, in-office license renewal. The DMV will continue to require sign and symbol testing for people trying to get their North Carolina driver's license for the first time. This policy is part of Governor Pat McCrory's Driving Change Initiative to increase efficiency and improve customer service at driver's license offices. Policy change applies to the renewal of regular Class A, B, and C driver's licenses. And finally, police in one Lenoir County town have a robbery on their hands involving a man in a clown mask. Pink Hill Police Chief Joey Thigpen says that the teenager was approached by a black male in a clown mask in the area of 300 West Macon Street. Thigpen says the man showed a gun and took off with a juvenile's phone. Chief is asking if anyone saw anyone in the area with a clown mask to give them a call at 252-568-4102. That's your WITN News headlines. Back to you, Trent.
All right, Mark, thanks so much for that. Enjoy your weekend. You went to the game this weekend?
Definitely.
Yeah, it should be a big
Yeah, it should be a big time.
Big time, big crowd, and I'm sure that Billy Weaver and WITN will have all the other recaps from this weekend. It's a busy weekend in sports. NFL season opens up.
NFL season Sunday, we've got Patriots and Cardinals on, and like you said, the NC State, we got all the high school football and the End Zone show on Friday night, and we're one of the media sponsors for the Aiden Collard Festival, so the whole weekend is just chock full.
There you go, and you had Panthers-Broncos last night to open up the NFL season.
Yeah, it was a great game.
That was a great game. So WITN always involved in various things going on. They do such a great job with that. Check them out every day, WITN.com for the latest up-to-date information. Thank you, Mark, for joining us.
Thanks, Trent. Appreciate it.
Tell Shelley hello.
Will do.
Always good seeing you, my friend. We're back here 21 past the hour here on Talk of the Town. Again, we're live on location in downtown Aiden. I do want to mention also our sponsors for allowing us to be here this morning. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention those. Once again, the Town of Aiden, Winter Chevrolet, Oakley Auto Body, Alarita Gourmet Foods, Aiden Court Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, All Pro Hydraulics, Triple J Guns, and Angela Haddock, Nationwide Insurance. Thank you to our sponsors for allowing us to be here this morning. I'm joined again by the Mayor of Aiden, Steve Tripp. And Mayor Tripp, it's we've had Pat on. I want to give you a chance to thank Pat, because having to chair this college festival committee does take a lot of work, and we've talked about some of the setbacks that Pat has had health-wise, and for him to continue to do this year after year has to mean a lot to the town of Aiden.
Yes, it does mean a lot. Pat has had some medical difficulties this past year, and as he said, he lost both of his legs due to those episodes at his medical treatment. But what was so unique about Pat is he gives so much to the community. You know, I tell my wife that when we ride down the streets, I said that person would give their left arm to make Aiden better. In essence, they would give up their left arm if it made Aiden a lot better. But Pat gave up two legs, and he didn't intentionally did it, but medically he did do it. But it didn't stop him. It made him more motivated to serve our community and in the capacity as the president of the College Festival. But go back. Back in April, May, when he was going through this very difficult time, I think it was like January, February when it occurred, we were doing the barbecue festival. He committed about 4 months for the incident occurred that he would help us with the barbecue festival. And so when the incident occurred and he had those difficulties and he amputated his legs, within 4 weeks of coming out of the hospital, he sent in a meeting for the barbecue festival. And he provided leadership to make sure we had a successful barbecue festival. Now, I do not know many people, I don't know if I could have done it. You know, you could think how the deficit that he went through and the trauma, but he immediately got back involved into it and got involved into the barbecue festival. That's Pat Tripp. And, you know, that exemplifies some people in my community. Well, I say a lot of people in my community who gives in that direction. It's a phenomenal story. You know, if you sit and listen to it,
yeah,
he would tell you that God bless him. God did miracles in his life during that period of time, and he's continuing doing miracles in his life today. He's inspirational to me. He's inspirational to the town, and he means a lot to our community.
He's committed. He's dedicated. He's always has a positive attitude about things, a positive outlook on life, and does a great job. Again, 10 years chairing this College Festival Committee, and does a fantastic job. He and his entire team of committee members do a great job in putting this on. We're now going to talk to a great town needs a great town manager, and we are pleased now to have Stephen Harrell, who's the town manager of Aiden, joining us here on Talk of the Town. Stephen, good to see you. We're meeting for the first time. Glad to have you here. And for those that may not know, talk to us about your background, where you came from.
The last 10 years I've been in the city, at the city of Wilmington, I was department head for community services, which oversaw Parks and Recreation and community development. But prior to that, I was a town manager, city manager for 22 years. I managed Washington, just down the road here. I was in Elizabeth City for 7 years. I was in South Carolina for 10 years in a city called Clinton, just like our Clinton here. Although they call it Clinton, no T. And I started my career in Benson, down on I-95. And I'm happy to be back in town management after a little bit of a hitch there in Wilmington.
So you certainly have the experience and have the background to successfully fill this role. What attracted you? I can now see what attracted Mayor Tripp and the town here to hire you, but what attracted you to want to come back and do this trade?
Well, I wanted to stay in Eastern North Carolina. I'm originally from Goldsboro, so I'm an Eastern North Carolinian. I wanted to get back into public power. All my 22 years was with a public power system. We own our own electrical distribution system here in Ayden. I wanted to be back in a smaller community, a town like Ayden, where everybody knows everybody, everybody's helping everybody. It's been wonderful. I'm about as happy as I've been in a long time coming to Ayden. People have been very supportive. It was everything that I'd hoped that it would be, and quite frankly, I'm just glad to be managing again.
There you go. When you're happy with what you do, it makes everything else in your life a lot happier as well. And now, would this be your first experience with the College Festival this weekend?
It'd be my first experience with the College Festival. As an Eastern North Carolinian, I know about the College Festival. I hate to admit that I never came up, Mayor, but I am going to enjoy being at the College Festival this year.
Well, Mayor Tripp, we just heard Steve talk about his background and how he got into town managing and all the different places he's been. What was most attractive to you guys about Steve and what he's done to hire him for this position?
One of the most attractive things that we found about Steve was his interest to do the calling contest.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's breaking news here.
That's one of the first questions we asked. Will you participate in the calling contest your first year here? And the first answer was yes. So that started the process.
There you go. There you go.
That opened the door. No, it's his experience. His experience as town manager in many different towns, and his experience with code and enforcement, planning, recreational. He has multi-talented. His personality. As you see, that he can talk to anyone, meet anyone. It's a great fit. All our commissioners had opportunity to interview him and felt like he was the right choice, and he is the right choice. His energy he's brought in the last 3 months. He's been here 3 months. You think he's been here 2 years? As much expertise he's bringing. We're looking at our downtown. He's bringing a great insight in our downtown. He worked with a Main Street program, which we are, so he understands the Main Street program process, which helped revitalize our downtown. He's in process talking to some economic developers for some downtown buildings. He understands the Southwest Bypass Loop that's coming in. He understands the commercial growth there, and et cetera. And also he understands residential growth. And, he understands that we are a small town and one of the best small towns in America to raise a family. He understands how we need to coordinate that growth with our neighborhoods to maintain the flavor of what Ayden is. He's very appreciative of our local business. He's been to a local business, several of them, has made contact within 3 months, which is great. And also he understands the project we work on, the food commercialization project, has been very instrumental in helping us progress that along and move it along. So he is he's what we needed. He's a right fit, so we're very excited.
And I'm glad you brought the Southwest Bypass project up. And Stephen, you look at that project that's going to be complete not too long from now. What will that do? How will that benefit, for those that may not know about the project, how will that really benefit the Ayden community?
Well, for one thing, it's going to put us much closer time-wise to the medical industry in Greenville, which is a major plus. Secondly, it's going to create some commercial growth out of the intersection. That commercial growth is going to have a spillover effect definitely for our downtown. It's going to bring people from the other parts of Pitt County to our community, and then we can build off of that in providing some more businesses in our downtown area.
And when you look at the future for Ayden, what plans do you have personally? What would you like to see done? What's kind of on the horizon for things that people in Ayden and those that may not be familiar with Ayden, what can they expect moving forward? What's some things you guys would like to do?
Well, the mayor mentioned the Main Street program. The Main Street program is a national program. Ayden was designated a Main Street city or Main Street town last summer. I do have the background in Main Street. So one of the things that we want to accomplish is we want to get our downtown revitalized again. We want to get merchants in the ground floor. One of the things we're looking at is residential on our second and third floors. That's a major plus in any downtown, is have built-in customers. And so we're set to do that. One of the things really great about Ayden is it does have a central business district. And that's a major plus for a small town. We're looking forward to making sure that that downtown is revitalized, and 6 or 7 years from now, it's going to be something that will really surprise a lot of folks, and also cause a lot of folks to be very happy about what we've done.
And again, you've been in a number of different places, managing towns. You mentioned you've been in Wilmington, and you're a Goldsboro guy. You grew up in Eastern North Carolina, but and you touched on some of these too. But when you look at towns across the East, what does it take for a town like the size of Ayden, just over 5,000 people or so, to be successful? What does it need?
We need to identify something that makes Ayden a destination. Develop our downtown in such a way that people want to come to Ayden on a regular basis, not just to College Festival, but to shop, to live. So we'll identify some destination ideas. One of our destinations is a district park. We have a splash pad for young children that draws people from all over Pitt County. We need to market that. We have a brand new playground that's being put in at Veterans Park, which will serve disabled children. We're very appreciative for Trillium to providing the grant money to do that. That's going to be a major marketing piece as well. There'll be a lot of folks who want to come to bring their children to participate or to play on that playground. Another thing that we'd like to do is to take care of something as, for some people it sounds mundane, but we have a infiltration and inflow issue with our sanitary sewer, which we're now addressing with some $4 million worth of grants and loans that the town has been the town board's been very instrumental in getting.
And Mayor Tripp, I'm sure you also shared some of the same visions and common goals that Steve does when you look at what you want to do for the Ayden moving forward.
Yeah, it is a destination, and to me, the destination is a multifaceted. You know, like town manager said, the downtown revitalization is a key part of central business. I think that Southwest Bypass Loop commercialization is going to make us a destination for restaurants and maybe hotels, and maybe some medical type of facility there also will be ideal for that. Then you look at our recreation program. He talked about the district park. We have about 3 parks in town of Ayden. 2 parks people don't know about much of, but district park with splash pad, our recreation program. 1 week in the summertime, we had close to 400 participants in our recreation program. We got a great volleyball program, one of the few softball programs that's sponsored by Municipality, girls softball here in town. Then we got a football program, basketball program. We're very active on recreation part. And then I think, the food commercialization project work on is going to make it very interesting. And then the residential thing. So it'll be a multifaceted approach. But one thing that we'll always say, and to me, that's what makes Ayden special, it's a family atmosphere. It is one of the best places to raise a family. That will be maintained through all these facets. You'll see the common thread is that. It is to be, you come in and you'll know people, you'll know your neighbor. What's so great, you come to Ayden, you go, not even me, but other people know who I am, but other people who live in the town, if you go like to Bums, Skyline Inn, Everest Farms, Piggly Wiggly, and you see other citizens in Ayden, they don't know you as a number. They know you as a person. They know your family. They know what situation you are. If you're in trouble, sickness, people there to support you and help you out. And then some type of celebration there also to celebrate with you. And we do it one another because we are neighbors, we are family, and we do love each other. So I think that's the flavor we'll see no matter what the destination leads us to, but that common thread will always be there.
Again, it's not just a college festival this weekend. That's a great time to be in Ayden. Anytime is a great time to be in Ayden, and so much is going on. Again, and you want that great community feel. You get it right here, and it's always fun to come here, and because you see the support of the community, people like you guys that have a vision for this town, and you want to see this place grow, and I think it's doing that. Congratulations on your hire, Steve.
Thank you.
Good to see you, and I'm sure that everyone here is excited to have you here, and I think your vision is going to be great for the town of Ayden, and I hope you enjoy the college festival this weekend.
Oh, thank you very much.
And ask how many pounds are you going to eat?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why you're going to be a contestant. What are you going?
We're going to talk about that.
Well, I hope you're announced the winner right here on the stage when that takes place. And what time is that tomorrow?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
So if you want to see town manager in action, please come here at 2 o'clock.
There you go. Steve Harrell going to be taking part in the college eating contest here for the College Festival in downtown Dayton tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Stop by and see him. He may break records. Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows? But I know one record he wants to break is just really seeing this town grow and prosper.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think you'll be doing just that. 34 past the hour. We'll take a time out and come back on this Friday Talk of Town. Good stuff.
Brand new Camry SEs, $199 a month during Greenville Toyota's model year-end savings event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Camry SEs only $199 a month. Plus, get our advantage at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
My prescription refills.
My sunshot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
That's a tough shot. You're right. Can't bear to look. This must be what Luke Kuechly feels like when he takes the field.
Man, this is what Kevin must have felt like when he switched that game winner.
Look for limited edition Pepsi Panthers cans and packaging in stores now. Pepsi, official soft drink of the Carolina Panthers.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit TopDogOnline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
My prescription refills.
My sunshot records.
My doctor's appointments.
My lab results.
My parents care.
My chart.
Vidant My Chart.
Vidant MyChart is the secure online patient portal that lets you manage your health your way. Visit VidantMyChart.com or call 1-855-MyVidant to learn how you can sign up.
$159 a month for new Corollas. It's Greenville Toyota's model year-end savings event. The 2017s are here and the 16s must go. Drive new Corollas only $159 a month. Plus, get our advantage at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
We're in downtown Ayden today for the Ayden College Festival, getting you set for that this weekend. And there's a lot going on with that. The parade, we're going to talk to Stacey Gaskins about that. We mentioned the high school football in the area tonight with Ayden and Farmville Central. We've got a big game in town tomorrow, ECU, NC State. There's so much going on, but make your way to Ayden today, tomorrow, Sunday. We just heard Mayor Tripp put Town Manager Steve Harrell on the spot. Stacey to take part in the college eating contest. He's good at convincing people to take part in things.
Absolutely.
And
Steve Tripp can do that.
So now Steve Harrell has to take part in that and break records with the College Festival and the college eating contest. So that tomorrow at 2 o'clock right here on stage in downtown Ayden. Just one of many great things going on with the College Festival this weekend. We're also joined right now by Laura Todd, who's with the Ayden Chamber of Commerce. And Laura, we were talking about this Pokemon phenomenon is really taken off, I guess you could say worldwide. It's something that I don't know a whole lot about, but Ayden, one of the best places in the countries or in the state to catch Pokemon?
Yes, there was a website called homesnacks.net who rated all the communities in North Carolina. Well, it really did all 50 states. And They looked at places that had public spaces, churches, monuments, and for our community per population, we're the best place in North Carolina to catch Pokemon.
So no one's caught Pokemon yet.
Oh, no, there's a lot of them.
There's
a lot of them. There's plenty to go around. So the Chamber is doing a fundraiser at the Collard Festival to support our Aiden Middle School Teen Leadership Program.
Good.
So it's a phenomenal program that we offer to the middle schoolers, but this opportunity to play Pokemon is going to help fund that this year. So we have an activity called Catch 'em All Saturday. And we're going to, for those Pokemoners out there, we're going to have lures turned on all 13 downtown Pokestops. We'll have a 2K walk where you can walk and hatch your egg. We can't hopefully hatch your egg. Hopefully, we'll have all the lures on all day long. So the activities, we're going to have door prizes, raffles. It costs $10 to come play with us. Of course, the game to play is free because it's on their phones. But we're going to upgrade it by having special events. We have phone charging stations. McDonald's is a partner with us. We're going to have door prizes, raffles, giveaways, all kind of fun stuff to make it worth their time to come out and play Pokemon.
Stacey, she's speaking Poke language. Pokemon language. I don't even understand it all.
Latin to me. I have no
catch 'em
idea.
all.
I have no
And
idea.
we're going to have custom badges made just for Aiden. Can't get them anywhere else in the world. So if anybody wants to come catch a badge, we will have some special badges made up. And we're going to have the lures turned on from 8:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. We're taking a break in the middle of the day, and then we will have it back on 6 to 10 at night. So during the band and the music, hopefully there'll be a lot of Pokemoners out here playing the game.
And I've seen some people gathering in and around uptown Greenland and places playing this. It's unbelievable to see how it's taken off.
It has taken off.
People of all ages.
Yes.
Doing the Pokemon.
I imagine in the evening, I'm hoping we'll see more of the adults who will come out when it's cooler.
We can come after the ball game and try to catch Pokemon.
That's right. That's right. Well, we also have a 5K in the morning. So we'll start the 2K and the 5K about the same time.
Okay.
So the 5K starts at 8:30. It's not too late to register. If anybody likes to run and wants to come out and run Saturday morning, this race will also support the Teen Leadership Program we have going on. So we'll start right here in front of the stage on West Avenue. If they want to register, just come show up Saturday morning between 7:30 and 8 to register, and the run starts at 8 o'clock. 8:30.
I'm a big proponent of teen leadership programs and things of that nature. I think it's very important and it's very beneficial and useful for students at the middle school level, high school level to take part in things like that. So I'm going to give you a chance to plug that program and talk about what that program means and how special that program is.
Well, and actually, Stacy was the inventor of this program, so she could probably talk a lot about it. But one of the great things is that our Miss Aiden last night,
Joy Turnage,
that she was also a teen leadership program from Aiden, and then Stacy said she was in the Greenville
She
teen
was
leadership
with the
program.
Greenville Chamber Leadership.
Yeah, so that was phenomenal. So what the Chamber does is in the spring of the year, starting in January, we go through May, one Saturday a month, I will go in on a Saturday morning for 3 hours, and I bring leadership people from the community, guest speakers. We've had judges come out. We've had lawyers come out. We've had just some great speakers come out. We've come to see the town. One time they took a field trip out here and talked to all the board members. And bless their hearts, they come out on Saturday morning for 3 hours, and the Chamber, what we do is we feed them. That's how we get them there.
Oh, yeah. I know all about that. Sure.
Bojangles biscuits and orange juice.
Absolutely.
And then the last, in May, we go out to the ECU ropes course.
Yeah.
And it's a
fun.
fabulous leadership and training opportunity out there at
that's
the
great
ropes
team
course.
building.
A lot of
The
fun.
ropes
So
course.
again, tomorrow the 5K, 2K, to catch them all Saturday. Aiden, who knew? One of the best places in the state to catch Pokemon. You can do that tomorrow. And again, this is all to help support the Aiden Teen Leadership Program there for the middle school. And so it's a great thing to be a part of. That should be a lot of fun, Laura.
I hope so.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here this morning.
Yeah,
have a
thanks for
great
having
time
me.
this weekend.
Yes,
Should
thank
be a
you.
lot of fun. We're going to talk now to Stacy Gaskin. Stacy, thank you for setting all this up for us.
You're
getting the
welcome.
guests
My
lined up
pleasure.
for
It's
us.
always good to come back home.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good seeing you. You do a great job in getting Talk of the Town lined up and getting guests for us. And not to mention, you do a wonderful job being a part of the committee, the College Festival Committee. We had Pat Tripp on earlier, and I gave Mayor Tripp a chance to talk about this. But tell us, Stacy, Pat's dedication and commitment to the committee and to the town of Aiden has to mean a lot to you, too.
Pat, he's an outstanding individual. He's actually going to be our grand marshal for tomorrow's parade.
Good.
Very well deserved.
He didn't even mention that, so he's humble.
He is very humble. So tomorrow we're going to honor Pat as our grand marshal. The parade starts at 11, and we do pride ourselves in being one of the largest parades in eastern North Carolina. We've got 3 marching bands that'll be here tomorrow. Of course, the Aiden Grifton Chargers will be here, leading us off.
Sure.
We've got 10 shrine units that'll be here, Miss Aiden and all the good fire trucks and stuff, and we encourage everybody to bring the family out and watch the parade. It starts at 11.
Also, that's one of the most, I think, favorite parts and things that people can take part in is the parade. Talk to us about the parade route tomorrow. That starts at
The parade will start tomorrow. It pulls out from Aden Elementary and Aden Middle School, so it will come down 3rd Street. And I believe the mayor spoke earlier. We want to let everybody know downtown to be patient with us because it pulls off at 11, so it may be 11:10, 11:15 before it reaches the park, and it'll come down 3rd Street, and it'll take a left on West Avenue going by the reviewing